Oh, shift. Yeah, the market's shifting. And we're about to tell you what happened in the month of May. So stay tuned. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe and the notification bell so that you don't miss any content. I love helping people move to Utah from all over the world, all over the country, and also in the state. So if you're looking for anything real estate to do with Utah real estate, this is your channel. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this. This is the first graph I want to show you. I think it's really interesting because this graph kind of shows you how much or how many homes were listed last year compared to this year. So the black line here is 2021, and then you have the blue line, which is currently. So we started the month off. This is the month of May. This is including all residential homes, so townhomes, condos, single family, and twin homes. You can see the inventory is up tremendously from last year. So we started at 2,427 last year. We're now at 3,620, and you can see last year it kind of just kept steady, but it's slowly climbing, and I believe this is due to interest rates. People are just getting bought out, or they list their house and pull it back off the market. So I'll go into that in depth a little bit more in just a second, but you can see the steady climb. We're hitting 4,000. And honestly, in the last couple years, this is the most inventory we've had in a long time. So currently today, June 2nd, we're sitting at 5,374 homes listed, which is really good for buyers. The market seems like it's kind of evening out. So what I'm realizing is people aren't feeling as rushed. You're not having to waive all these crazy contingencies, making crazy offers. So if you're thinking about buying, it's really favoring you now. You have a little bit more time. Houses are sitting on the market a little bit longer. So here's backup offers. This isn't as interesting to me because usually backup offers right now in a seller's market aren't really happening. They do happen, but here's what's under contract, which is very interesting. 7,000 homes under contract, and then it spikes here and kind of dips off, but we're about the same as last year. There were a little bit more. You can see about 600 more under contract. There's a big difference right here, about 700 more. So these graphs are always interesting to look at. Now, this is one of the most interesting graphs to me because anytime these graphs switch, that is where you can see a shift happening in the market. So the blue line is 2021, or sorry, the blue line is 2022, the black line is 2021. So this is how many homes are being listed and then withdrawn off the market, which tells me people feel like they can't afford to upgrade, or the interest rates are causing too much panic on buying a new home or finding a new home. So this is really interesting. It's good for the market because now it's not just a seller's market. It's seems like it's going back to a buyer's market, but we still need a few more months of data to say that it's not a seller's market anymore. So you can see the graph, right? And right here is where it just explodes. This is about the middle of the month in May. It explodes. People just start withdrawing all the way up to 500, and then it kind of dips back down. So this dip is kind of interesting. We'll see where it goes this month. Homes are still basically rising. The home prices, they're sitting a little bit longer, but this next graph I want to show you, let's see, where's May? We're going back all the way to 2020. Well, we didn't get it. Here's June. So last year, May 2021, we had 4,000 homes available. Here's the volume we did. What is that, billion? Yeah, $2 billion, 2.1 billion. These are really interesting. Everything's about 4 bed, 3 bath. This is the median, and then the price per square foot is 202. So if we go to May 2022, you can see the price per square foot has gone up nearly $40. The houses, here's a square footage, 2,200 square feet. May 2,200. So a little bit bigger house, but they're still selling for over asking price. You can see it's dropped off a little, 103%, May 105. So that's what I say, house prices are still continuing on the rise, but it's just a little bit less competition. You have a little bit more time to pick on what you're wanting in a home and not feeling as rushed. So 2.4 billion in the month of May, so that we actually did more volume dollar-wise, but less houses sold. You can see about 300 houses less sold. So let's go to this next graph. This is sales per quarter, and this is another really interesting graph to me. You've got sold price, total homes sold, total homes listed. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. So this is the first quarter of 2020, number of homes listed, and this graph is just going all over the place, right? This is a crazy graph to look at. Number of homes sold, and then your blue is median sold price. So let's look at the blue one first. You can see that this is steadily climbing, and I don't think that that's going to change. A lot of people are predicting that isn't going to change, real estate agents and real estate experts. But number of homes listed, it takes a huge dip in the fourth quarter of 2020. I believe this is when COVID was hit. So it's take that into account that there was COVID. And then total number of homes sold. You see it dips listed, sold, but then it climbs back up. And then here's another cross, right? Right here in the first quarter of 2022, you see this cross. It's the same thing I saw or I explained back on that other graph, where number of homes listed and number of homes sold. So this is another sign that the market is shifting right here. There's 12,000 homes listed in the first quarter and only 9,000 sold. Whereas if you look back at the first quarter of 2022, you had 11,000 listed and 9,700. So as the summer months come, you can see these will pop up. These numbers will go up, and I'm expecting that's what will happen, but it's always interesting when these lines shift. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I am happy to explain them. You can call or text me anytime. And if you're looking for a home here in Utah, looking to sell here in Utah, call me, text me anytime. I appreciate you watching. Have a good one.